Have you ever dreamed of going to wizard school? Are you ready for a week away from your mundane life? Then come join us this summer at Magischola Prep, a live-action role-playing summer camp for young mages outside Philadelphia. Spend a week fully immersed in our original universe of North American wizardry. You'll live the life of a young mage at school, get sorted into a house, go to classes, brew potions, get in wand duels, make friends, meet magical creatures, and try to stay out of detention.
Hey guys, it's Fox, and I'm here to talk to you about something that's really exciting. If any of you watched my New World Magischola video from last summer, you'll remember that it was a magic school LARP for adults. It was like a magic college LARP that I really enjoyed. I'm actually going back this summer. But I'm excited today to talk to you about a magic school summer camp. A lot of people watched that video and seemed bummed that there wasn't a version for younger, basically 18 and under, and now there is. It is called Magischola Prep Summer Camp. It is going to take place in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, and there are 2 weeks that they're doing it. 1 week is going to be for high schoolers, and the other week is going to be for middle schoolers. So if you're in anywhere of that range, there's a week for you. So basically, what does any of that mean? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Magischola Prep is set in the exact same world structure as New World Magischola, which is the game that I'm playing, or played. So basically it has the exact same setup as everything from my previous video, and everything that I've talked about on my Twitter, my Instagram, everywhere, because I'm like in love with it. Each week, both for the high schoolers and the middle schoolers, is a standalone adventure. So the emphasis of the week in the story is basically about having fun, learning magic, and getting in or staying out of trouble. Now I say like learning magic because I'm sure if you really want to do this, you may show your parents this video, and I want to assure parents that this isn't like a secret witch school. Like it's magic school, but it's LARP. And if you don't know what LARP is, it's live action role playing. So basically the kids are given a character and told to embody that character and then spend the week as that character. So they're not gonna come home actually performing magic. They're not gonna be summoning real demons or ghosts or whatever else. So you don't really have to worry about that. And I know some of you are like, why would you even have to mention that? But I know that like if I was in high school trying to go to this thing, my mother would be like, you're not gonna come back and like put a curse on me, and I don't know. Basically this camp focuses on real world skills, practical skills in a magical context, and then emotional competence and skills. This is all done through guided workshops, role-playing, etc. Students will arrive on Sunday of the camp, be given a character, and spend the next 2 days building that character. So it's writing, it's planning, it's talking with other students, it's talking with, you know, professionals or the counselors or the people who are running the camp, basically creating your own story. So this is really helpful both for high schoolers and middle schoolers, obviously, because it's pushing their creative bounds, it's having them write, it's having them design something that not only do they want to play, but they're interested in. So if you have a child that's very interested in theater or writing or filming, it's very, very useful. Designing my character was difficult, but I found that I came away from it learning out how to flesh out characters for films better. So the game actually starts Monday evening, in which you'll be sorted into a house, like Harry Potter style. You will have a house, which is so exciting. So during the day, they have breakfast, and then they have classes. And then after classes, they have clubs, sports, and independent plot. So what does that mean? Well, the classes, they vary. Some of it is as simple as divination, where your student will be asked to, you know, read someone's mind and come up with this big, long, elaborate story in which they're pulling from their own mind creatively and just talking and being imaginative. And the best thing about these type of games is that there's no right or wrong. You're not gonna get yelled at for expressing yourself. Classes can vary from a magical law class to learning about magical creatures or divination or curse breaking or like PE. There's a whole different bunch of stuff you can learn, but everything has, you know, a magical component, like potions and things. It's so much fun. I didn't like history, but learning about magical history was much more interesting because magic. But then you can take that and say, hey, remember how I made magic school interesting? Like maybe I can take this into real schooling and figure out why I enjoyed it and how to teach myself and whatever. There are also sports tournaments. Not all sports are physical. Obviously there are some. Obviously your student will be running around and walking to class and getting exercise and everything else. But for any students that aren't super into the physical exercise aspect of stuff, there is like dueling or a variety of other like sports in which it will require like creativity and mental stuff more so than physical, just so there's like a good balance between the two. So students will mostly be kept with students their own age. So if you, for example, join the high school camp and you're say 15, you will be grouped with pretty much 14, 15, 16-year-olds. There's not gonna be like a 13-year-old paired with 17-year-olds. They're gonna divide it pretty evenly just so that it works smoother. This camp is organized and guided. For my games, it's a lot more freedom to roam and do whatever you want just because we're adults. Because this is high school and middle schoolers, your students will be supervised like at all times. It has more of a storyline than my game because they want to keep everyone on track, basically. So no one's running off and getting lost or doing anything crazy. Yeah, I mean, it still sounds amazing to me. So now, why would I recommend this? And people are like, Fox, why do you even need to recommend it? It's magic school. That's like been my dream since I was 11. And same. The reason I recommend this is because a lot of people get a lot of different things out of this style of LARP. For me, for example, I generally deal with social anxiety, and I have a lot, especially when I was younger. And I went to this LARP alone. I didn't know anyone, and it was scary. It was really scary. And then the very first meal, like I talked to people in the workshops, the very first meal I sat with a group of random strangers, and I made friends that I think that I'm honestly going to have forever. You're in this game where everyone has a similar interest in the creativity, in the magic school, so everyone loves like Harry Potter and everything. And it's great, and they come from a whole slew of different backgrounds and locations, and I don't know, I was so nervous and I didn't know what I was doing, and everyone was so friendly and so nice, and I got to take my story in a place that I didn't know it was going to. Like, I got to make a decision and follow through with it without someone stopping me and telling me that I was wrong, which I guess is something that, you know, dealing with anxiety is something that I do worry about, is like making a fool out of myself or doing something completely wrong and like ruining it. But that never happened. It was just awesome. And as you guys know, I do work in film, and having the ability to flesh out an original character, giving like a base form and being able to write it out and get into character and figure all that out was really helpful for me for film in general. I have a friend who attended who really likes improv and theater and really wanted to just test himself. So he just showed up and was like, let's try. And he goes to like all the events now, and he's phenomenal at it. And he was really nervous too, but he was great, and it was so much fun. And it's just a very open, accepting place. There's just a lot that a person can pull from something like this. Whether it's learning more about themselves and their identity, or growing their writing skills, or their, you know, acting skills, or their improv, or even just learning how to connect with people better and make friends and find out that it's not as scary as we think it is to like approach new people and just jump into conversations, and yeah. Or even just learning how to talk to like professors and say like, I need help. I just think that it offers a lot that people can learn and take from it, and I very much enjoy this LARP. I've gone to this LARP 4 times, for the adult version, obviously. The people that run it are very, very nice, very friendly, very understanding. They also have like makeup teams and prop teams, so anything you can imagine, they'll help you with. It was so cool. There's just so many things that you can do. I'm really excited about magic school. Basically, guys, something like this is so much fun, but there's a practical use to it too. I never got to go to summer camp. I always wanted to, but I was nervous, I was scared, I was socially awkward, so I never did. And honestly, if they had this when I was in high school, I would be going every single year because this would be my jam. And I think that if I had access to this sort of resource when I was younger, I would have started filming and working on stuff much earlier. But yeah, I'm going to leave all the links in the down below. If you are 18 plus and want to check out the adult game, which I think they still have spots open for, I am going to the New World Magischola 5, that run, and I will also put a link down below for that because I'm sure some people clicked on this looking for that. But yeah, please check it out. They are wonderful, amazing people, and I really do love both interacting with them, interacting with their community, and just everything. I swear, this video is sponsored, but you guys know that I am always honest and I wouldn't accept a sponsorship if I didn't believe in it, or at least think that it's worth showing people or critiquing. And I just think it is a very, very good experience for anyone, but especially those who are into costuming, theater, acting, writing, all of that. It's just super fun, and I highly, highly suggest checking it out. Anyway guys, as always, my name is Fox. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you in advance for liking, commenting, subscribing, checking out my Patreon, whatever, no pressure. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye guys.
This is your chance for an incredible new adventure. Take up your wand. Together, we can make the magic real.